with cicadas, and the city pulses with hidden stories. That's the world Hirokazu Koreeda crafts in Shoplifters, his 2018 masterpiece that's equal parts heartbreaking and hopeful. If you've never heard of Koreeda before, buckle up, because this guy is a wizard of the everyday. Born in 1,962 inches, Hyogo, Japan, he started his career as a documentary filmmaker in the 90 seconds, honing that eye for real-life textures, the flicker of sunlight on a cluttered table, the unspoken weight in a shared glance. By the time he hit features, he'd already given us quiet stunners like Maborosi in 1995, about grief rippling through a village, or Nobody Knows in 2004, which follows four kids fending for themselves in a tiny apartment. That one's based on a true story, and it's devastatingly tender. Koreeda doesn't chase spectacle, he chases humanity. And with Shoplifters, he pulls off something extraordinary, a film that feels like peeking into a stranger's window, only to realize it's a mirror to your own soul. Why should you watch it? Because in a world screaming for your attention with blockbusters and bingeable series, Shoplifters reminds us that the smallest lives hold the biggest truths. It's about a makeshift family scraping by on the edges of society, bound not by blood but by choice, by those quiet acts of kindness that stitch us together. You'll laugh at their quirky survival tricks, ache at their joys and struggles, and walk away pondering, what would I do to protect the people I love? It's universal, yet so rooted in Japanese culture, the subtle rituals, the unspoken hierarchies, that it feels like a cultural immersion without the jet lag. At just 121 minutes, it's the perfect length. Long enough to sink in, short enough not to overstay. And the performances? Oh man, they're the kind that make you forget you're watching actors. This isn't Hollywood gloss. It's raw, lived-in magic that sticks with you for days. If you're into films like Little Miss Sunshine or The Florida Project, but crave something more introspective, this is your next obsession. Trust me, it's the movie that makes you hug your own family a little tighter afterward. Now, let's talk about the man at the helm, because Hirokazu Koreeda isn't just the director, he's the writer, the editor, the beating heart of Shoplifters. He penned the script himself, drawing from years of mulling over his earlier work, Like Father, Like Son, from 2013, which wrestles with swapped at birth babies and what real family means. That question haunted him, evolving into this tale of chosen bonds amid poverty. Koreeda spent months researching. He read reports on Japan's rising shoplifting rates, tied to economic despair post-recession, visited orphanages to understand neglected kids, even chatted with social workers about the invisible underbelly of Tokyo life. One poignant spark? A news story about a girl reading Swimmy, that classic Leo Liani book about a brave little fish that echoes in a key scene, adding layers of innocent wonder. He didn't rush. Production brewed for years, with Koreeda insisting on authenticity. No CGI, no sets, just real locations in Tokyo's Yoyogi district, that gritty, vibrant neighborhood where narrow alleys hide ramen shops and laundry lines flap like flags of endurance. Speaking of production,